name we've prayed. Amen. All right, please, as you all know, guys, those who have been here for quite some time, you know that we always start with crush 500, and there's nothing to now wait for. Let's just get in with crush 500. Crush 500, and of course I want to remind you to always subscribe. All right, so where did we stop at yesterday? Yesterday crush 500, we wanted this pullback and we entered that buy. We did not see it. We did not see the pullback there that we wanted. This was the pullback I wanted right here. I did not see it, so that means I did not enter that trade. So that was yesterday. Enough of that. Let's now look at today. That is the only trade I wanted to look at, but then from there we wanted a drop for this kind of a sell. That sell never happened because price was still strongly bullish. So now we can delete all this for now, and then we look at what we have. Apparently all this was never okay. This was respected right there. This was never, oh, it was also respected, then broken out of afterwards. So now we can delete all that. That is on M15. Let's go to H4. What are we seeing? We see this move. All right, we've reached a retracement level on CCI. That's why we are on this level. That's where the sales are going to come from. Sales are beginning as we speak. Sales are beginning as we speak. Remember, the reason we still need sales is according to daily time frame. We need sales according to daily time frame to drop for and look for this liquidity on this fair value gap and on or down below. We have two fair value gaps which are likely, which price is likely to come to before we get back into buying move. Remember, according to weekly, we are still bullish. We are still very bullish. According to weekly time frame, we are still very bullish. So we need buys according to weekly time frame, but we cannot buy that strong unless daily time frame is ready for buys. So that's why we are looking for buy sales on daily time frame, and then afterward we can look for buys according to weekly time frame. Now what do we have here? According to H4, this can be seen as a change of character. Weird, because this is our lower low, that is our lower high. Now price has come and broken that lower high right there, which makes it a change of character. But is it a change of character on the daily time frame? No. I think yes. Yeah, it is. It is a change of character. Why? Because no, it is not. It is not. This is our lower low. It's looking for a lower high up there. So yeah, it is not. According to daily time frame, it is not a change of character. So what are we going to do here? Let's go to H1. What are we saying? We load sales. So we are going to follow daily time frame and H1 momentum. So we are going to be selling as of now. Selling. We are going to look for sales. According to M15, you clearly see that we have a change of character there. So that tells you that sales have started. So we can as well wait for when price gets ready to push. This OB has not been mitigated yet. So price, we know price is gonna go there and drop massively. So for me to enter this asset, and make the the sales, I need to see a confirmation of this move, and the only way I can get this confirmation is if price goes all the way back to that order block, because from that order block it's where we saw this strong sell move on M15. If you go to M5, you will as well see it. You will as well go all the way to that order block on M5. That will be the very order block that we have to wait for according to M5. So for me to make any decisions, I'm gonna wait for that pullback. According to M5, you clearly see that we need buys. So if you are a swing, if you're a scalper, you can as well be looking into entering some buys to take you up there. But as for me, I'm just gonna be patient, because M1 is not yet ready for the buys. So if you are to enter buys, wait for M1 to be ready for the buys, and then you enter your buys according to M1, and M5 as a pullback to that level to confirm the sales, and then we enter those kinds of sales that we need already on M15, H1 and daily time frame. Yeah, enough of crash 500. Let's move to boom 1000. Alright, so boom 1000 yesterday. Boom 1000 yesterday. What happened? We were looking for, this was yesterday, we had that structure. Let's go to M15, we look at it. So this was our structure on M15. It was a flag and we wanted sales to continue, so we had a breakout. First was a fake breakout, went back inside, then dropped massively for the sell, and then it has just pulled back today morning. So that tells me that we might actually enter now big sales. Do we have an entry for big sales? I believe we can enter sales, but where is our TP? Our TP this would be our second TP from there to give us a fake breakout, although to give us that breakout right there according to H1. M30 we need buys, H4 we need buys, daily time frame we need buys. Then we are not yet ready for the buys according to M15 and H1. So this is my thing here. I'm gonna enter sales if M5 is in clear for my sales, and M1 I'm gonna enter sales. I am going to enter sales. I am gonna enter sales at probably the new H4. It's gonna give me sales. The new H4 is gonna give me sales. So I have no business right now with this asset. In fact, let me delete these other trend lines for now. We needed this. In fact it's according to H4. Let's delete it for now. You don't need it. So the very first buy move we wanted was on that level where we are currently, but also we knew the price can actually give us something like this later. Yes, so we can delete this also. According to actually here this level right there. All we want is if price can give us this kind of a move, which will be a heads and shoulder right there, that would be an inverted head and shoulder, that would be perfect for us to make these buys. This would be considered as the left shoulder, this would be considered as a right shoulder, that would be our neckline. So that is only and only on this asset if only price drops down to this level, and according to that consolidation, price is likely to drop. So for now we go back to M15, actually M5, wait for this move to take us there, and then we drop massively for the sell. So for now it's a no-go. I will wait for something like that. Boom 500. Please let me know which assets you trade and what are you seeing, what you're currently seeing on the charts, what you are currently seeing on the chart on that very asset. Boom 500. So yesterday we needed that. I did not enter that buy, just don't know why, because I was waiting for it. I was waiting for that buy, but I did not enter it, that buy there. And then I think by the time we analyzed, it had already started, so that's the reason why I did not enter it. We had anticipated that it will probably react on this level, but it did not. It did not react on it. It actually went all the way up there and then dropped massively for the sell later, and then reacted again there. So for now this is a no-go for me. I want to reanalyze this asset. If it has no structure that we can work with, we move away from it. So what is happening? We wanted price to come all the way to this trend line, but it did not happen. It did not happen. It did not happen. This is still a strong support on H4. All right, delete these for now, we will have them later. I want to just make this clean. And to make this clean now, I want to remind you that this is just a pennant according to daily time frame, which means that at the end of whatever it is doing within that structure, price is anticipated to get us back up there. Is anticipated to get us up there, right about there. That will be our TP. Now yesterday, let's look at yesterday. Oh, I see Patrick saying, considering the head and shoulder it has formed on M5, it might not buy back to the order block before it sells, might continue selling. Boom 1000. Okay, yeah, if it breaks here, it might continue selling. If it breaks this level, it might continue selling. But if you go to M1, you clearly see that there is a possibility of it spiking back to that level. Now this is a top-down analysis. I hope you get it, Patrick. This is on Boom 1000. That's why I'm looking for this kind of a scalp back to that M1 or B there, for us to get a stronger signal for us to sell. So it is likely, looking at our CCI signal, it is likely to spike from this level here and then take us back there. So that's what I'm considering for now. If it doesn't happen, then it will continue to sell according to M5. All right, so let's go back to Boom 500. So according to Boom 500 now, looking at what we have here, today has started as a strong day, which is very important to understand. Yesterday closed with a rejection coming in from sellers and then little rejection from buyers, so it was weird. Now today has started as a strong buy move. Look at the current H4 candle, that is almost going to close as a Malibuzu candle. Look at that, look at that. We have about 3 minutes remaining, so this is a strong buy momentum, as we can see clearly. It is above our 10 MA, which clearly tells you that we need to look into buys. All right, let's go to H1. Yeah, buys are on. M30, yeah, you can see sells. Buys are on. M15, it's where we need sells. Now H4 needs sells, right? M15 needs sells. The signal coming in from CCI. Daily time frame, however, needs buys. So what does that tell us? We need to look for sells first according to H4, then we get ready for the buys on H4. Once H4 is ready for the buys, then we get in with buys to break that level and continue all the way up there. According to H4, looking at the signal coming in from CCI, it's still remaining with this kind of a move according to CCI, and I had to sell, I had to enter buys right here when even M15 is not buying, so that's why I'm hesitant. Now let me show you the drift here. According to M15, looking at what we have here, this can be considered as your change of character, meaning price has not confirmed the market structure shift right here. That means we have this as our valid order block on M15, and we know that market always looks at returning to that valid order block before we can continue with this buy move. So what are we going to anticipate? Price is gonna come around such a level, which is actually where we are currently. So it means the next H4 is gonna be a sell, dropping all the way to mitigate this order block. Once we have mitigated it, then we can think of buys. That is only and only if H4 gets oversold or is ready for the sells. Remember, this is a strong H4 support level right here, so price has to have enough momentum to break it. So in having said that, price can as well come with enough momentum to break that, and it can give us the entry from there for more buys according to according to H4. So right now, this is my anticipation. Pull back here, M15 for the buys to start, or continue strongly, break the support, come to the trend line. It can as well drop all the way to this other order block. Remember, we still have all this, also this, all these are valid order blocks that price can actually try to look for before we actually get in with more buys. So remember that this is smart money. I told you guys I trade mostly smart money, so I hope you understand what we're talking about as we speak this. All right, so I'll be waiting for sales here. This is likely to be my entry for the day. It's likely to be a trade that I can wait for, and seeing what is happening on M5, H4 is gonna be a sell candle, the next H4 that has started. So I'm gonna wait for it for the first maybe 1 hour to do what it does, playing around, and then we get ready to enter sales to drop massively according to M15. V25 1S. Well, DT25S. This one was was a crazy one. We needed the pullback to that level. In fact, it happened. So yeah, this move happened. Though I did not enter it, it was up and down. The momentum was not that good for any buy moves. I connected it to a robot, as you can clearly see to the left. So it picked up a trade right here. It picked up a trade right there this morning. Actually, it picked up a trade this morning. Yesterday it picked that sell. We saw that when we are in the analysis, and that was a profit, and that was the only trade it made the whole day. It entered 3 times and moved out. Today morning I found it entering this sell. It entered that sell, and clearly all these sells have been a loss. No, it was looking for buys. It was looking for buys. Why? Because of even according to what we have, according to our analysis, we needed buys from here. So that's the reason why it was also looking for buys. But it had tight stop losses, hence it was taken out. That's why you see daily limit reached, stop trading. That is the command I gave it. Once it loses 3 trades, no trading. That is the robot. But all these are short trades, as you can see. Looking at M1, this is M1 currently. That is a tight stop loss that it was using, and that's why it had to move out. It was taken out. All right, so enough of this. Still in first stages of building it, so hold on guys, I'll be letting you know when it is ready for use. It's gonna be a good one because V25S is highly volatile and high leverage. When you have a good trade, you can make some good money in the quickest time. It's like gold. All right, so let's talk about today. So we needed buys there. Yeah, you can see momentum shifting. You can see here the momentum shifting. Look at the doji there, and the rejection coming in from buyers here, and then the buy comes in the previous 3 H1 candles there. All right, so let's look at H4. The current H4 has just started, and I want to remind you that we had our change of character right here for this kind of move. So this was just a pullback to confirm the buys, though we also wanted it to drop a bit here, but it has failed to break this level, which is, we have this H4 order block. We had this H4 order block right there, so price has failed to break it. According to M15, it has come to let's see. Yeah, this is our M15 order block. It has broken it, so it has not respected it. So we can go for this. In fact, let me delete it. And now, according to M15, let's look at it. Are we ready for the buys? No, price is still not deciding yet. I cannot enter any buys here because of this. Now this is according to M15. I can as well delete. What is this? That was a fair value gap. Let me first delete that fair value gap right there, and now go back to H4, delete that, go back to M15. So all this here, price is failing to break it. So we sort of like having we sort of having like a range currently happening within here. Prices back and forth, so it is likely to come here again and again until let's see, until M5 is ready for the buys. Yeah, so we are likely going to do that, until M5 is ready for the buys and we break that level there. So for now it's a no-go. We have to be patient according to what I've seen on M5. M5 is overbought, meaning it needs sells, so it's going to be playing within here until it is ready for the buys. Yeah. And looking at M15, you can see it is close to retracement level of CCI, meaning once it gets there we anticipate a pullback, which will likely happen within still this range before we can have a breakout. So whatever you do, just be patient. It's not yet ready for any buys for now. Unless if it decides to break this level and retests it, then I can enter those buys after it breaking that level. But for now it is not breaking it, meaning we have still time to wait. I see Julius, welcome back. Welcome back. You guys have been quiet on me. All right, let's now get in for V75. Oh guys, I forgot to record V75. Alright, so V75, as usual, you guys know that I normally have an EA connected to it. So this move is for an EA. I think it was in, no, is this an, no, yes, this is an EA trade. That is an EA trade. Yesterday that was a sale there, took some profits yesterday. Today has entered from there, this sale. Yesterday I made that sell. This was a manual sale, I think, though it was a short one, so I did not share this signal at all. It was a short pullback I was looking at, and then moved out on that level because that was the analysis, to move out on that level and then look for buys. It dropped, it gave us some little buy and then dropped massively again to that level, and now we need buys according to manual trading. Now I want to show you this. This was a break of structure right there to give us a lower low, but then right after that we got a change of character and then started to play games. Until up to now it is still playing games, meaning it is still consolidating. So I want to first delete all this here because that was for yesterday. Let's now look at it in another way. What is this here? That is the H4 OB. I don't want to use it. Let's use this one down below here, right about there. Price has not yet reached it, so that means price may first mitigate it before we see some buys. All right, so I see that. Is it? No, it has not touched it yet. So we have two levels. We have this, which is a very valid order block, which I am actually waiting on. Yeah, this is very valid. Price to come here and probably give us some buys on this order block. Now let's look at it on H4. We are looking for sales, so it is still selling massively. According to daily time frame, we need sales, so it can as well drop all the way to that daily order block, this daily order block. So we are selling. The previous day closed with a good momentum, so I believe we are selling, and I can easily enter a sell according to daily time frame. If M15 is looking for sales, I will enter immediately, but it is not. So how am I gonna enter, me as an intraday trader? I have to wait for M15 to start selling. have to wait for M15 to start selling. Right now it is playing games around here, failing to break this level. Do we have any chart pattern we are seeing? Not really. It's nothing. So I'm just gonna wait. Lower low, lower high, H4, lower low, lower high. Now breaking that to continue with a new lower low. Now if you're a swing trader, I don't mind if you can enter your sales, because according to this EA is swinging, is not minding about what. That's why you see it entered there and had its stop loss there, though it is big, but it normally I made it to look for a 1 to 2, so that is a 1 to 2 right there. It is anticipating a 1 to 2. It doesn't calculate risk according to your account. It does. It uses risk to reward risk management. That's what it does. If it risks this, then your reward is 2 of that risk. Yeah. So according to this, we are still selling. So there's no way I'm gonna be looking for buys. I may wait for me as an intraday trader, I may wait for price to probably keep playing here until it is ready for sales. It may keep playing around here and there, back and forth, until it is ready for sales. Then I can enter then, probably towards the end of the day, or even before. But for now, I'm not gonna enter manually, though the EA has already entered, which was an early entry, but later it will be giving us that kind of move that will take us all the way down below to hit the target, which is gonna be on this order block, which can as well drop massively to this other daily order block. So for now, we wait. I see Felix is saying, did anyone notice that the minimum lot size of V75 was changed? Yeah, it was changed. That's why in yesterday's episode I talked about it, and something is weird. I don't know what it is yet with the leaf, but it is weird. It is somehow weird now, because they never even released a notification about it. So yeah, currently we have the only smallest asset now that you can trade is probably J10. Yeah, that's weird. All right, let's now head over to Jump 50. So Jump 50, let's go straight to H4 because we did not trade it and it did not do what we wanted. Yeah, actually did that buy move, but then continued with strong momentum. It broke that level, it did not respect it, and then later broke and gave us what? A break of structure according to H4. That was a breakout. That was actually a break of structure. No, a breakout. This was a change of character. We wanted pullback here to have a better entry, but we did not see it. So now we can delete all that. Delete this. And now this change of character. Higher high, higher low, higher high. So it can as well, we can as well use this to anticipate where price is coming to, which will be around this level. So from there we know we are looking for buys, but we need a pullback, so we can go to M15, look at this this move right here, this is where price is coming back to. Can we enter sales? I think we can. I want to delete this, I don't need it. Yeah, all right, so this is where price is coming to. According to where we are, the new H4 has started and price is below our 10 MA. If this candle closes below my 10 MA, I'm gonna be entering, but it still has a long way. It still has a long way. We still have about 14 or 13 minutes for it to close. So how am I gonna do this? We need to enter this sell. I'm gonna be waiting for this sell. We have to enter this sell. This sell will be taking us all the way there. That is where we want this trade today, jump 50. So I'm gonna be waiting. It's not yet ready to make our entries. If you enter now, that means you may have to have a big stop loss for now, because we are not yet ready for the entry yet. So if you enter now as your risky entry, then you may as well look for this kind of stop loss all the way, probably there, all the way. Put your stop loss there, just around there. If you enter now, your stop loss has to be there, which is quite okay for me, I think. Yeah, this is okay for me. Let's make that entry now. That is okay for me. This is a 1 to 3 very perfect trade for us. That is very okay. This is very okay. First TP is here, a 1 to 2. It's even a 1 to 3, I think. First TP, this will be probably giving us a 1 to 4. Let's look at that, whether we are having a 1 2 3. Okay, that is a 1, a 2. Yes, we are looking for a 1 to 3 right about there. Yeah, to that is a 1 to 3, but I don't want to go into that, so it's not exactly 1 to 3. So we know what to do there. The reason I'm doing this is sometimes I get caught up and I forget to make an entry. So if it makes another pullback there, I can as well make another entry right about there, above there. But as of now, yeah, that is a risky entry. For now, that is a risky entry. If it fails to go back there, then I will remain with one entry to drop all the way for my TP. The first TP level is here, so I will take partial profits when price reaches this level right there. I'll take partial profits and let it run to hit the TP there. Jump 25, let's go. Jump 25. All right, so J25, what happened here yesterday? What happened? Let's first, oh yes, this one we did not trade, though it actually gave us what we needed. No, it did not. I wanted that pullback before I can enter the sell. I wanted that pullback before I could enter that sell, so it did not happen. Yeah, that's why I could not enter any sells. All right, so price has reacted all the way back to that right there. As you can see, that is actually not the one. The one I had was the M15 one. I want to delete this, clear the chart here, go back to H4. All right, so the buy has started. This is the order block we had right here, and and that is one that we currently see the price has reacted on to. So how can we trade with it? How can we trade this today? Price has reached, is almost reaching our retracement level. That means price is gonna drop again down below. Are we looking for buys on daily time frame? Yes. Is it confirmed yet? No. According to H4, not yet, because price has to break that level to give us a change of character on H4 time frame. This level right here, this is our lower low, lower high, lower low. This is our current lower low, that is our current lower high. So price hasn't broken it yet to give us a market structure shift on H4. That means we are still bearish until price breaks that level to give us the market structure shift. So let's go now to first daily time frame. What are we looking for on the daily time frame? We need sales, but there's been a rejection for quite some days. Look at that, look at that, doji, then rejection from yesterday's candle of sellers. But remember, we never had a break of structure here, so price is failing to break structure here according to daily time frame. That's why the buys are necessary. That's why we need buys, so that we can get ready to sell massively, even according to H4. Okay, let's go to M15. What are we seeing? M15 is gonna drop for the sell. We haven't seen any market structure shift on M15 that we can use, so we are gonna see this drop from there. We are going to see that drop, so this is gonna be a no-go for me. This structure is still far away from a structure I wait for to make my entry, so it's still far away. But if it does give me this and gives me an entry, then I can as well make my entry from there according to what I'll be seeing on M15. But as of now, this is gonna be a no-go. It can as well fail to go all the way back there and come around 61.8, which is around there. If you go to M5, we can as well get, oh, it is actually a fair value gap. It is a fair value gap according to M5, so it can as well come to this fair value gap below 61.8 and give us the actual momentum that we need to break that resistance above there. So for now, it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go for me to trade this asset. If you are a scalper, then you can wait for M5. M5 is gonna be giving you that kind of a sell sooner or later. Just hold on, it's gonna give it to you if you're a scalper. J10, let's move. We have about 5 minutes to close today's analysis, but we still have gold to trade after J10. So if you are here for gold, please keep around. We are about to get into it. Alright, so J10 failed to give me what I wanted. Oh yes, it did give me what I wanted, but still did not retest. This here was our first fake breakout, so if when it broke out here, I needed a significant retest to there for me to make the entry, significant pullback for me to make the entry, but nothing happened, so I could not enter it. Though I told you, I don't know why I feared to make the immediate entry here. I don't know, but I had spoken about it in the analysis, so it's my bad that I did not consider entering immediately after the breakout here, because yesterday's analysis was we see a pullback there, whether we enter sales or we enter immediately after the breakout of this level, and that's what happened. Price broke that level, did not look back. So if you are here yesterday, you know we talked about this. If you are not here, then you can go for yesterday's analysis. You'll be able to check it out. All right, so let's now talk about today. H4. Let's go straight into it on H4. What do we have? A change of character to the downside right there. And do we have a break of structure down below here? Not really, not yet. So what does that tell us? That we are still bullish. So price is gonna go back for the buys. Why? According to H4, price has failed to break this support level. Right, that is a good thing. So can we look for buys now? According to daily time frame, it has reached this retracement level according to CCI. That's why we need even buys from there according to H4. So let's go to M15 and look for buys. According to M15, we have this as our market structure shift, M15. So that tells us that we are now getting ready for the buys. So how are we going to enter? We are going to enter when price pulls back here. Any pullback that comes around, it's going to be our entry for buys. Why? Because we need buys according to H4. That is the general trend currently according to H4. So I'm going to be waiting for this kind of a move. I'm going to be waiting for this kind of a move for me to make this kind of a buy move. That is on J10. Yeah, looking at M5, price is failing to break that level, so we know that it's gonna drop anytime from now. This drop is happening anytime from now. This drop right here, it is happening right now. All right, okay, so let's wait. It's gonna be a good trade. If we get it right, we will swing it all the way to that level according to M15. This is gonna be one of those that once you get it, you can as well enter maybe multiple times, 3 times, 4 times, depending on your account. But as for me, I'll be waiting and I may enter probably maximum of 3 times. That's how I normally trade. Gold, let's move now. Let's make it to gold and look at it. Now, please, if you don't trade gold because you fear it and probably you have a small account, I normally tell you guys that you can as well switch to micro, the micro gold, where you can have a small account of even $2 and trade gold. The same moves you can see. If I change to the same time frame, you'll be able to see it's the same thing. What changes is the lot size. The lot size changes. Here you're having a 0.1 lot size on gold micro. Here you're having a 0.01 still, which is bigger than that. With gold micro you can enter even with $2, but with gold spot gold you cannot enter even with $5. You may not enter a trade depending on the broker you're using. All right, so enough of that. Just wanted to give it to you guys so that you don't fear trading gold. With gold, the way I do it is you have to do a top-down analysis and trust it. Yeah, so let's look at yesterday's analysis. Start from M15. Let's zoom in. So yesterday's analysis, we were here. So I told you I will be looking for this move. Price would do that and then it will drop down and then we'll start the buying. So yesterday it gave us that. Of course I did not enter that, but I waited for this. So I had some entries of sales here to drop here because I was scalping yesterday. I was looking at scalping. So it kept on playing games, but I later got it. So it first took me out, made money, took me out in profits, made money, took me out. Then later when it broke this level, the robot picked up that trade after it broke that. Let me show it to you there. This was a trade here. You can see these were my manual entries where price kept putting me out, and then these buys here were for the robot. I did not enter these. These are robot entries, this EA here, so it entered those buy robot those buys, and then these were my manual ones when I was looking for a sniper entry, but I had a tight stop loss, bringing it close every time because market was still not yet, you know, pushing for strong. Then I later saw this structure. That's when I stopped entering again. Then after that I missed that entry. After that the EA entered that sell move perfect and took its profit right there. According to the analysis, this was the move that I wanted the whole day. That was the move. Those who were here yesterday, it's the move I wanted yesterday, and that's the one I missed out. All right, so today it has already started to move to place some buys because we need buys. That's what we needed. That's what we wanted yesterday from here. Now today it has started to look for buys, but it is sort of making small entries and moving out. This is a loss, this is a loss, and these are crazy, quite weird. Trying to minimize the loss means it is trying to, oh yes, this was a profit here, that was a profit. All these are being taken out on the stop loss. I made it in a way that it keeps on trailing so much, so that's why you see a lot of closes when market is not trending. Like here, when market is not trending, it trails the stop loss frequently, doesn't give it any room to pull back a lot and, you know, lose a lot of money. That's why you see it trailing. This was a loss here, this was a loss, then it recovered that loss right here, right there, and then it has made this was a profit there, then this is a loss. It was looking for buys. You can as well see that. So I'm working on this. It is profitable according to the back test I made on a MT5, but I trading it now on real market, trying to understand it so that I gauge it before I can release it. It's gonna be a good one for those who fear trading gold. It's gonna be a good one. All right, so yeah, it's the same actually that trades V25S, but different parameters. So yeah, different parameters. It's the same that trades V25S. All right, so let's go back to gold. What are we seeing today? What are we seeing today? Let's delete these. Let's delete that. We don't need that. Let's now look at H4. Okay, so no break of structure yet. Previous H4 had a rejection coming in from buyers, closed as a buy candle. This current H4 is trying to pull back. All right, how did yesterday close? Yesterday closed as there was rejection still. Price is failing to break this level right here. We can all see that. We can all see that price is failing to break that. I get the reason why it is failing, because looking at here, this is where we have that order block right there for the daily. Reacted there, now gave us this other last one right here. So price is failing to break it. So seeing this on the daily time frame, yet when we need even buys, I don't see us actually dropping all the way here unless we first go there. That's the reason why we need this buy move first there, then drop later. I don't know whether we will see this drop. I would rather leave it for now and actually look for buys from here. From there, probably let me delete this for now. I don't need it. Buys to take me there. That's what I need so far to focus on. According to H4, what are we seeing? According to H4, we are still bullish. We are still bullish. Price is failing to break this. We can as well see that on H4. Let's go to H1. We need buys, and it's actually very clear on M15. This was our lower low, lower high. Now we have a change of character right there, which is now very clear for us to consider entering buys. So are we ready for the buys though? Are we ready for the buys? According to M15, no. It needs to drop back a little bit, probably to this order block, probably to there. According to M5, yeah, you get to see why we are not yet ready for the buys according to M5. So it's still a no-go for me. Yeah, still gonna play games, so I might leave it till 4 p.m. You know the reason? That's when New York market opens. That's when New York market opens. So I'm likely to wait for it, because according to M5, yes, we need buys. We need buys. So that means price is gonna come here, not there. Not there. We remove this. It has already passed that. So it's likely to come there. Then give us the buys actually. So we might not wait for actually New York. We may not wait for New York for these buys. London may be enough. London may be enough. Still weird though. Alright, let's hold on and see. Let's hold on and see what comes around. Let's hold on and see. That's it. I'm gonna be waiting. From what I've seen, yeah, according to M15, we might as well wait for New York. M5, it's not stable for us to consider for any high momentum moves for now. I might wait for H4. Let me first go back to H4. That was some good momentum coming in from previous H4, the way it closed. Yeah. We might wait for 4 p.m. Let's wait for 4 p.m. Let's wait for 4 p.m. This is likely to play around until this H4 closes, and then we come in with some good momentum buys on the next H4, which will be between 3 and 7 p.m. Alright, that's it. Let me wish you guys a good day, but before we close, let's go through our recap and we call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, VIP is still available. If you want to register for May, it's time to register. We are in the last week. You can register for the VIP signals if you want to join the mentorship class and learn these strategies that I use to trade. You can as well register for the May class. Now on crash, we wanted pullback there. Are we ready for that buy? I think now I'm gonna make that buy move. It's gonna be a scalp buy. It's gonna be a scalp buy according to M5. It's gonna be a scalp buy according to M5. It's gonna be a scalp buy according to M5, but my stop loss is gonna be here. My stop loss is gonna be here, so I'm gonna enter that buy with a small lot size. The big lot size, I'll be looking at it when I'm selling. That is on crash. So that's my TP there. I'm looking for a 1 to 2. If it is not a 1 to 2, I will have to close this. If it is not a 1 to 2, I will have to close this. It is exactly 1 to 2. It is exactly a 1 to 2, so I can stay in it for now. Alright, remember we are looking for that buy. We are looking for that buy to there. This is a scalp move to there, and then we look for sells right after. Boom 1,000. Alright, that pullback has started to happen, the one we wanted to reach there, but it seems it's not going to break this level on boom 1,000. So yeah, let me see, why are we seeing this pullback here? All right, so we have that. So this, okay, so this level is still valid. I'm going to wait. So no business yet. It's gonna spike again. It's no business here. It's gonna spike again. So we want to sell from there. So it has reacted all the way down below, but we need to sell from there at least, either here or there, in between 50% of that order block. So let's wait and see whether it will give it to us. This is on boom 1,000. Boom 500, we wanted to sell from there, scalp there. Can we get in that scalp? Boom 500. I think we missed our entry, but we may get another one. So hold on. This is a no-go for me. I told you we have that as a fake breakout, so it's still a no-go for us. Clearly you'll see that it's still a no-go for us. V75, this sell, I told you we're likely to first see this buy keeps playing around until it is ready to sell massively on M15. So it's a no-go for me now. Yeah, our sell we entered on J50, it's still there playing games, but before the day ends we are likely to see this kind of move. Our stop loss is there, so if you have not entered and you feel like you want to enter now, be my guest and make that entry. We are in for the sell. What is this? This is J25. Okay, we now have a change of character. Can we enter this? Still early for us to enter that sell, though we know J25 can easily move like that and go there and then come back in just shortest time. So no business with this. I'm not going to enter it. I've already entered crash. I've entered also V. This is a robot, not me. We've entered jump 50, so we wait for the third trade. This one is J25. We've checked it already. Then the last one is second last. We need this move here, then we can enter buys. This is likely to be my last trade today. This is likely to be my last trade of the day. Jump 10. I may not trade gold today unless otherwise, but for today, jump 10 is on my radar or my focus. Jump 50 I'm already in, and crash 500, which is a scalp trade to push me there. Hopefully gives us some money today. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you on Monday for synthetic indices. At 10 minutes past 1 today we'll be doing our BTC analysis, so please wait for the link. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you can receive notification of when we go live for the BTC. Otherwise, I love you guys. Happy to trade with you every day. See you on Monday. Happy weekend. Happy trading. Bye bye.